Justin Bieber was very young when he came into Diddy's circle. And that tape you referenced of the two of them about to spend 48 hours together or having just was disturbing. And there's no question he had a lot of exposure to this guy. And I think he should say something. We had seen these videos of Justin Bieber being handed over to him at age 15. Great job. Great job. For his weekend with Diddy camp. I mean, we don't know, but it certainly looks like Justin Bieber is still suffering the fallout from whatever happened to him as he was coming up the ranks of the music world. It really doesn't seem worth it. I mean, I'd love to hear more from his camp about what's real, because it's clear he's suffering. We just don't know from what. And what mother out there would give her 15-year-old boy over to a grown man who's in the rap industry for a weekend with Diddy camp without other adult supervision?
You ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose.
We talked about this last time. He had the Lamborghini for a day or two, and he had access to the house, and he knows better than to be talking about the things that he does with Big Brother Puff on national television.
If so, bump somebody. All right, thanks. All right, love you, man. Bye. I got my MTV out. Savage! I'm a savage! Oh! I'm a savage! Whatever I want, I'm going to get! Whatever I want, I have to get!
The you of then was on a path of self-destruction.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. So I'm very, very grateful to have influences in my life that have played a huge part in me seeing their relationship with Jesus and their relationship with their wives and their relationship with their kids and saying that's what I want. But I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully. But yeah, just protecting those moments, because people take for granted encounters and
Anyways, I want to also just show you this montage. This is a montage that was shared by Eerie magazine. They do great work on their TikTok of Justin Bieber, again, just 15 years old, in Hollywood, surrounded by a bunch of adults. And you let me know if any of this registers to you as normal. Take a listen.
Wow. I feel violated right now. Wow.
Lean into me again. You smell amazing. How old are you?
Thank you.
How old are you?
I'm 16. I'll be 17 in like 2 weeks.
I don't ever remember smelling that good at 16. Like that was bad.
Yeah.
Wow, look at your eyes. Look at what a beautiful face.
Because I think if a victim comes out against Usher, it'll show how egregious it is. Because if he can be a predator, then anybody can be a predator.
Can't smile in your face the whole time.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, people look at Usher, they don't see that. They're not seeing the victim. They're not seeing that boy that got rushed to the hospital. They're not seeing what the intentions was in his heart when he took Justin Bieber there.
Oh.
Let's be honest. He took Justin Bieber there. Diddy had been trying to get to Bieber for a minute. And his management was backing him off. But it wasn't until Usher took over management and had guardianship and gave temporary guardianship to the diddler for 48 hours. Think about that.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh?
No,
you ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, I mean, you tried to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? Are you working together?
I'm not. I mean, I think that we become friends in a strange way, you know.
Like Robin Big.
Yeah. It's like exactly.
I'm Big and you're Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, to a lot of us, he's like a little brother. You know what I'm saying? He's not afraid to call and ask for advice. He's somebody that, in the industry-wise, the record industry is a strong family, and he's somebody that, you know, we definitely have our arms around, and we want to protect him because he's such genuinely a nice person besides his talent. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the greatest kids that you could ever.
The cameras were rolling, but this wasn't the usual sharp and composed Megyn Kelly. This time she was fired up. Her tone wasn't calm. It wasn't sad. It was pure outrage because when she replayed that infamous clip, Diddy proudly announcing that he had 48 hours of custody over a 15-year-old Justin Bieber, the room changed. That old footage, once treated like harmless banter, suddenly felt like evidence. Evidence of an industry that looked away. Evidence of a child placed in the wrong hands. Evidence of how power can disguise predatory behavior as mentorship. And Kelly didn't mince her words. She was furious. Justin Bieber didn't step into Hollywood with bodyguards protecting his innocence. He entered as a kid who loved music. He sang on YouTube. He strummed a guitar. And within months, he was catapulted into the most cutthroat business on earth. By 15, he wasn't just performing on stage, he was in the orbit of people like Diddy. And instead of mentors shielding him, the industry allowed one of the most powerful figures in music to boast about having custody of him for 2 days. Kelly's response was explosive. This wasn't guidance, this wasn't support, this was a grown man bragging about controlling a child, and everyone laughed about it. When you go back and watch the tapes, Bieber's discomfort is obvious. His laugh is forced. His posture is tense. He doesn't look excited, he looks trapped. But no one stepped in. Not the managers, not the producers, not the media. Instead, the moment was turned into comedy. A quirky celebrity clip played over and over as if it meant nothing. Kelly tore into that narrative. That wasn't entertainment. That was a red flag. And the fact that it was broadcast nationally while people cheered should disgust every single one of us. The truth is, Diddy didn't need to force his way in. He was invited. The doors were held wide open because in Hollywood, connections matter more than conscience. Money and power matter more than safety. And Justin Bieber, barely a teenager, was handed over without anyone asking the most important question, is this safe? Kelly didn't hold back. Everyone knew who Diddy was. Everyone knew his reputation, and still they gave him access. That's not ignorance, that's complicity. Kelly also pointed out that this wasn't the first time. Diddy himself once bragged about mentoring Usher when Usher was young, even claiming he had guardianship. Back then, people shrugged it off. But today, with lawsuit after lawsuit exposing Diddy's empire, it looks less like mentorship and more like a method. He didn't just stumble into the lives of kids like Bieber and Usher, Kelly said. He put himself there again and again. And Hollywood let him. What followed for Justin Bieber wasn't success without consequence. By his late teens, he was breaking down. Paparazzi captured him lashing out. Headlines mocked him as spoiled and reckless. But behind those headlines was something darker. A kid who had been pushed too far, too fast. Justin admitted himself that he sometimes wondered if he'd even survive, that he couldn't enjoy the cars, the houses, the fame, because he was so mentally and emotionally broken. Kelly didn't excuse his behavior, but she made it clear this wasn't a bratty pop star. This was a boy carrying scars from situations he should never have been in. And then there was the footage that Kelly refused to show in full. Bieber, only 15, slumped at one of Diddy's parties, surrounded by adults looking exhausted and out of place. That wasn't a kid having fun, Kelly snapped. That was a child being dragged into a world he never asked for. And the people who should have stopped it, his team, the industry, the press, did nothing. Now, lawsuits against Diddy are surfacing that describe manipulation, intimidation, and toxic environments. And when you line those testimonies up against the old Bieber footage, the picture is undeniable. What once looked like celebrity antics now looks like a blueprint. This isn't rumor, Kelly declared. This is consistent. This is documented, and the footage of Bieber fits the pattern exactly. Years later, Bieber broke down in an interview when talking about Billie Eilish. He said he wanted to protect her. He didn't name names, but his emotion told the story. For Kelly, that moment was the final straw. He should never have had to be in that position. He should never have been exposed to those kinds of men, those kinds of environments, but he was. And now he's using his pain as a warning. Kelly's fury wasn't just aimed at Diddy, she took aim at everyone who enabled him. The managers, the agents, the executives, the media, they all saw it, they all laughed, and they all chose to protect Diddy instead of protecting a child. That's not just failure, that's betrayal. Her words weren't just sharp, they were scorching. She demanded that Hollywood stop pretending these stories are accidents. She demanded accountability for an industry that sacrifices children for profit. Diddy's empire is crumbling, business deals collapsing, former allies running, his grip on the industry fading. But for Kelly, the damage was already done. This should have ended years ago, and the fact that it's only happening now proves how deep the rot goes. Her anger wasn't just about justice delayed, it was about the years Bieber was forced to carry a burden no teenager should. Despite it all, Justin survived. He turned his pain into a testimony. He found his way forward. Kelly acknowledged his strength. The fact that Justin Bieber is still here, still performing, still sharing his story, that's not luck. That's resilience. And it should inspire every young star to speak up when something feels wrong. Because while Diddy's empire collapses, Bieber's story is proof that truth can outlast power. Megyn Kelly didn't cry this time. She didn't plead. She roared. This isn't eccentricity. This isn't harmless. This is exploitation. And the fact that the world turned it into entertainment is unforgivable. She ended with a demand. Hollywood needs to stop protecting predators. If it doesn't change, this will happen again. And that should make every parent furious. No trembling voice. No tears. Just rage. And in that moment, one thing was undeniable. Justin Bieber's survival is living proof of how badly the system failed and how badly Diddy's empire deserves to fall.